Good afternoon, everybody. I am Bart Winkler. It is great to be here on YouTube today on a pop up episode of the Bart Winkler Show. I am just finding out as I'm doing this that I don't know how many people are going to be watching live. Grant Bills is here. Grant, dude, thanks for a couple minutes.
Yes.
So normally I go live on YouTube and I go live on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And I just posted and it says to be live on Twitter, I need a premium subscription.
I think you need to be verified to broadcast on Twitter now. Yeah.
What?
I in the very near future was going to start streaming my show. And I
Yeah.
feel like I really only want it streamed to like YouTube, but I wanted to shoot it on Twitter because that's where the people in your sphere see it. You know, like Wisconsin sports fans will see you on Twitter probably before they'd see you on YouTube. So you might have to get verified.
Yeah.
I might have to get verified, but then I'd probably, can you hide it? Can you get verified and then hide the blue check mark and still stream?
Well, I don't know. Shit, this really upsets me. This sucks. I do not want to get verified. I don't even want to be on the platform. I almost deleted it the other day.
Stop. No, you didn't. Nor should you.
I thought about it.
Well, you think about a lot of things a lot of time, I'm sure.
I did think about it. So I can't wow. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is as I'm streaming live here, I am going to there's a commercial. I am going to put a link on Twitter that this
You're
sucks.
rattled. When I first jumped in,
I just found out about it.
I know. When I jumped in, that's what you were saying. And I'm like, did Jordan Love just get extended? Or like, I was like immediately going to Twitter to see what I missed. And no, you need to be verified to blast it out.
I'm tweeting live on YouTube. Guess I need to be verified to broadcast on hashtag on here now. Wow. Yeah. All right. Shit. Well, maybe that's a workaround. Anyway, couple of things. I won't take up too much of your time. Couple of things I did want to talk to you about, my dear friend Grant Bills. People are missing the We took a July vacation.
Yeah, just a little vacation. I miss doing it. I miss seeing you and Paul.
I miss seeing you and Paul also.
Get a little bit of a Toby Keith, that's my truck feeling when I open up my feed and I see you and Paul have recorded something about
maybe he'll feel the same.
NBA free agency, but I'm like, that's okay. I can sit that one out. I had nothing to add. You guys got that covered.
Well, we did. I have not addressed Gary Trent Jr. yet. That was a good signing.
That made the offseason to a point where I can talk about it on my show and be entertained about it. Because up until then, it's like, oh, DeLon Wright. It's like, it's fine, but what do you want me to say? You know, but the Gary Trent thing, Prince. Like, that's Taurean Prince. Can I just say that whole rebounding thing that he did at the press conference a long time ago wasn't funny. I thought that was lame. Remember that? When he's like explaining to the reporter how to get a rebound? Like, okay.
Remember what I told you that I texted you? Taurean Prince is the Jay Crowder of Bobby Portis is?
It was pretty accurate.
I laughed. And then I relayed that one to my brother and he said, that's dumb.
Did we confirm that Pat Beverly's contract in Israel is $2 million? Because he spun it as historic. And
yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that is historic. I just figured it would be more than that.
Well, he said that they gave him everything that he wanted. I guess besides the money.
He must have not wanted very much money then. Like, I don't know. Maybe they put him up at a place to live in Tel Aviv or wherever. I don't know where they play, but
yeah,
when you blast something out as historic, like it can't be $2 million.
No, I've seen what you've seen, and it was at $2 million. You talked about it because I guess birds are chirping that this Jordan Love extension is going to be done at some point here. I fully expect it to be done before training camp starts, which is Monday.
Yeah, so I think it'll break tomorrow.
I don't have any. So, but also like I can just do right now what I would do if I'm doing a show after it. I'd say, well, here are the numbers. You know, more than we probably would have expected 2 years ago, but I'm in.
And then you do the thing. Well, we'll have to wait for the details to come out, because God forbid you react to a contract before you see the fake numbers are the numbers we get first. And then we need to see how much guarantees, and we need to see how it's structured, because that's where and Andrew Brandt would tell us that really every NFL contract is 2 years, and then we'll see. So really what's funny is the news of the contract is going to break, and then we'll still have to wait even longer to really, I think, get our arms around it. I'll have to wait until smarter people break it down and put it in terms that I can understand, because I'm not combing through all the data and putting it in a spreadsheet and doing all that stuff. I'm not smart enough.
Because when Trevor Lawrence got signed, it was 5 years, $275 million. And then when you go through the contract, there was a bunch of money guaranteed at signing, a little bit more as the contract continues. But it's like, for a 5-year, $275 million deal, it's almost like it's a team-friendly version of that deal. But I think that the main thing is Jordan Love, I think, is better than Trevor Lawrence, or has been since we've seen him. And so he's going to these guys are going to want more. Maybe they settle around that 55 million. But again, how it breaks out, how it's structured is going to be a different thing. And I don't think if you're the Packers, I don't think there's a need for like outs. I mean, maybe you build him in, but this is your guy. Okay. You sat with him for 3 years. You're going to give him a big contract. This is your guy. I don't think they need to, like, well, what if it's not, if it doesn't work, like, sink or swim with him. That was what all of last year was for. This is your guy. So, you pay him accordingly, I think.
I've just tried to say this on air as much as possible. The bar is so low for Jordan Love to make good on this contract, because it's his first extension, and because physically he's still very much in his prime. He's still ascending as a talent and as an athlete, like physically talking about his body. If he's the 10th to 15th best quarterback in football over the next couple of years, this contract will be more than fine. It'll be fine. It'll be expensive, but it'll be fine. It's not going to hamper the team. It's not going to screw the rest of the roster. Now, when you start talking about his second extension or his third contract as he gets older, then that's different, right? Because Rodgers at the end, he kept resetting the market, but he was declining, right? Physically. Right now, the Packers are investing in a player and in an asset that is ascending.
Right.
So this number is going to seem so huge, but it'll age so quickly. It will age so quickly. Whereas the contracts with Rodgers at the end, it's like, yeah, that's a shocking number, and he's just going to get older, and we can assume decline at the end. So we need to view this contract extension through a slightly different lens than we viewed the final couple of extensions with Rodgers. And I don't know that all Packers fans are doing that.
Well, even like Matt Stafford had signed a deal and is looking for more money already. I that's one thing that I don't want. I don't want to go through a thing where in like 2 or 3 years, Jordan Love, well, I guess I don't care, wins the Super Bowl, wins MVPs, and is going to want more money. I think that you just want to see a contract, you want it to get settled, and then you want to go from there, I think.
Yeah, and in 3 or 4 years, if he's great, like, we'll talk about another extent. That's how it works, right? That's the price of having a good quarterback. Like, Packers fans, we don't want to be bitchy about this. Like, this is the price. This is the small price of having a good quarterback, or what we think is a good quarterback. And again, at the end with Rodgers, we're trying to keep the Super Bowl window open. Like, we're straining, we're holding both sides of the window, and we're straining so hard as our quarterback, who's aging and getting worse, gets more money and players drop off the roster. This whole team is so young and everyone is ascending. It's just a completely different dynamic. And I think we have a little bit of, I don't want to say Rodgers brain, because that,
yeah.
But I think we're thinking of this extension in terms of, well, we don't want to, screw up the salary cap, and we don't want to hamstring the roster. Well, a lot of the rest of the roster is free. Whereas at the end with Rodgers, again, it was older players who were on veteran contracts. Like, they weren't making what Jaden Reed, like the players on this Packers offense, if you go look at Spotrac, like, nobody on this offense is making any money except for Josh Jacobs, right? Who they just paid, and he's only 26. So the money is going to be a lot, but it's really not going to affect the team negatively like it would if he's 35, or if this is his second or third contract. Then obviously it's different.
Got some people finding us on YouTube, on the Dan Schani YouTube stream. Q for Jordan Love, back to that, over under $55 million, over under 3.5 years guaranteed. He thinks over for both.
I do too, but not by much. Like, I think it'll be like 58. and probably 4 years. They're not going to I don't think they're going to guarantee multiple years. The Packers have never historically guaranteed anything really past year number 1. They might make a little bit of a concession on that, but I don't think a big concession. I could be wrong. We'll see.
Kyle says it will be more than what Lawrence got in Jacksonville. Kyle, I saw your tweet.
That's the tweet you were referencing. That's the tweet I saw earlier today. I didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, Kyle said birds are chirping. So, Kyle, we've been waiting on your tweet all day because Kyle really don't miss. Kyle, it'll be more. I would trust him. I would trust it. It's going to be more. Okay, when's it going to happen?
Anything else?
Yeah. Did we go live a half hour early? Did we go live a day early? When's it gonna happen? So training camp starts Monday. I still haven't applied. Oh, Kyle update. Pen hasn't been put to paper yet. Okay. So they're just trying to make sure they get like a commemorative pen for the occasion. Yeah. Or the printer got jammed at 1265.
It'd be such a Packers thing.
Or they want it on the right. They want on the right layout.
The stationary card stock.
Good stuff from Kyle. So training camp is Monday. I think I'm settled that minimum I'm going to the shareholders meeting in attendance. And then I haven't applied yet for a credential.
Now, I'm no sports director, but it's Thursday afternoon.
I know. I'm like almost negotiating with myself. Well, if you wait long enough, they won't give it to you. And
well,
you
yeah,
won't feel bad.
Pretty soon this decision's going to get made for you if you don't apply for it. You should absolutely go and cover it as a member of the media.
Because then if I do that, I would go to practice.
Yeah.
And I haven't covered a Packers practice in person in 13 years.
You just go stand on the sideline with binoculars and a little pen and paper. It's not hard.
Yeah, but no contingent of media hates me as much as Packers media.
They don't think about you at all, respectfully. I don't think. Like, if you were to appear, they'd be like, oh, that guy, they would get over it in the blink of an eye. Let me put it this way. They're probably not all the biggest fans, but you always seem to think that they're sitting in their office at 1265. Fucking Winkler. Imagine if he was here. Like, that's not what they're doing, I would imagine. I don't know.
I've got confirmed reports that they do. No, I'm just kidding. But you can't go. What?
Here's what you need. Do you have a friend that you can stand next to? It's like going to a party. You want to show up to the party with a friend. I always did. I want to be able to walk in and deal with the socially overwhelming part of the experience with a wing person. And then if we go our separate ways and we bounce around, that's one thing. But that original, I need someone. Do you have someone on the Packers beat that you could lean on for that?
I feel like I do, but I don't know what their relationships are with others.
Sure.
I don't want to toxicize. I don't want to stain them. But I think that's not like what's hindering me from going. What's hindering me from going is just the laziness of not sending this email.
Well, I guess I can't help you with that. Our sports director asked me last week, he said, is there any chance that at any point this season you would want to cover a Packer game? Because if so, I'll put your name down if there's any possibility. And I said, yes. So maybe at some point this year I will. I have had so much fun cosplaying a Brewers scribe. I brought my binoculars last Sunday to the game.
Why?
Because you look out into the bullpen. I don't know. Why not? I got a backpack. There's only so many things that I need in there. I need my laptop and I don't know. It's fun. These people are my idol. Like, I've been listening to sports radio since middle school, and these are titans of our business. Wildy and McAlvey. And I'm not kidding. Don't laugh at me.
I'm jeering in your celebratory nature.
I've listened to these people on the radio forever, and I've watched their video. I've watched them craft. So now when I get to go cover something, I role play. It's like monkey see, monkey do. It's like, well, I've watched these people. I just stand and try to fit in. It's fun. You should absolutely do it on Monday.
Also be a long day because I got to drive up to Green Bay. The shareholder thing's at 3. I got to get back to the studio by 9.
You got plenty of time.
I thought about taking. I'm not going to take off. I don't work till 9.
No, what you do is you as Packers fans, and I'm envious of you for this reason. I wish I was able to give a national perspective from time to time because I would be so obnoxious. If I were you on Monday, I would do a half hour on what it means to be a Packers owner. I would do more than a half hour, honestly. Like I would just that would be the first part of my show. It's like I was at the ownership meeting, the pertinent financials. Like I would come across completely like I am. Well, you are a legitimate NFL owner, but I would make everyone listen to that.
Yeah, I'm going to go through the bit I do where it's like all the things I legally can't really say. Like I'm not supposed to tarnish the commissioner. I'm not supposed to bet on anything. I'm going to go through all that.
I love that.
All right. One other thing that I specifically wanted you for is I saw this list, and you're a big connoisseur of sports at every level. I saw this list about which high schools across the country, what nicknames are used the most.
Mascot or for individual players?
Mascot. So I was a Fond du Lac Cardinal. That comes at number 17. Okay.
I was an Indian turned Mustang.
So Indians have fallen off the list. They used to be.
They used to be very prevalent all over the country, and they've really disappeared.
They used to be top 5.
They used to be one. They used to be one.
They used to be top 5 name. Now they're 15. Now high schools use it as a 15.
They're still 15th?
Yeah, 362 high schools across the country.
Damn.
Mustangs are at 10.
Yep.
With 494. No, just trying to see if I get a.
We need music. This is a segment. I can't explain it, but I did a list on my show the other day. Oh, I did my first half Brewers takeaways, and I'm like, I don't know why, but I need background music while we do this because that's how sports radio works.
This one's gonna work. I don't get a lot of free samples. I can't. Oh God, that Twitter thing really threw me off. This whole show today. All right. I'm looking for the top 5 nicknames that high schools use for athletics. Top 5 nicknames.
I'm just going to start throwing out guesses. I would think that Warriors has got to be pretty high.
The Warriors come in, and I want to update as we go. The Warriors come in at number 5.
Okay.
Number 5, the Warriors. Yep.
Eagles?
The Eagles the Eagles come in at number 1.
Oh, okay. Bulldogs.
The Bulldog. Wow, that's a throw. The Bulldogs come in at number 4. Grant. Wow.
I mean, so many. There's a lot of Cardinals. I'm just going by Wisconsin. Is Cardinals up there?
Cardinals, like I said, was 17.
Oh, okay. You said that. Yeah, that's right.
The one that I would have guessed is Wildcats, and that's at 7.
Okay.
But I would think in that frame.
Felines?
Yeah, so Eagles 1, 2, 3, 4 is Bulldogs, Warriors is 5.
So we need something related to a cat.
Mm-hmm.
Not Bobcat. I mean, Bratton and
No, not Bobcats. Bobcats is 26.
Panthers?
Panthers comes in at number 3.
Okay.
And then the other one is, you might be overthinking it now at this point. Just think felines.
Just cats?
No.
Lions?
The Lions are 7.
Wow.
You're right there.
Panthers, Lions, leopards, cheetahs, pumas. What am I missing? I'm overthinking it.
Bayside had this.
It's Bayside, Milwaukee?
Bayside, Saved by the Bell.
Oh. What's it start with?
It's a cat. T.
T? Am I an idiot? I think I am. What is it? A Thundercat? What is this? That's every cat. That doesn't narrow it down at all.
Tigers!
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, I did overthink that. So we just need which one are we missing?
You got them all. You got them all.
Oh, we got them all?
Yeah, I didn't update that.
Tigers. Yeah, I should have got New Richmond, Wisconsin. Those maps, by the way, of all the counties with all the schools, they were missing some, but they were really good.
That Stickles was doing.
Yeah.
Or he was
really any kind of maps. I love a radio affiliate map. I think I was tweeting those out last year. I love those too. A map that shows anything across the span of a state like that. I'm a big fan. Tigers. Damn, I am an idiot. What did you that you did that? That wasn't gonna help.
Well, I gave you Saved by the Bell. That might have been too. I mean, I thought that would get you the Bayside Tigers. That was their mascot.
If you'd have said New Richmond, I would have nailed it. But no, I'm an Indian turned Mustang.
I'll give you the
Indians is still 15th.
Yeah, I'll give you the top 20. Eagles, Tigers, Panthers, Bulldogs, Warriors. I don't think I would have ever gotten Bulldogs.
Well, we have the Boyceville Bulldogs, just north of where I grew up. I think. Let me look that up.
Wildcats, Lions, Cougars, Knights, Mustangs. Knights is a classic one. Falcons, Trojans, Vikings, Spartans, Indians. And then Rams, Cardinals, Raiders, Patriots, Hawks.
A lot of birds, a lot of cats.
Yes. I'm trying to look at I can also tell you like schools that are just used by or names that are just used by one school. Some of those names would be the Springers, that's in Fondy.
Okay.
The Mighty Dragons, the Purple Dragons, the Pendragons, the Elephant, the Mushers, the Chesty Lions, the Goslings, the Moondogs, the Nikes, the Swifts.
Kakana is the Galloping Ghosts, right?
The Galloping Ghosts have to be a 1.
One would think.
The Chesty Lions are in Lawrence, Kansas.
Okay. In the conference from which I emerged, the Big Rivers Conference in Northwest Wisconsin, they're the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes. Pretty cool mascot, I think.
Yes.
Purple color scheme. Eau Claire North, they were the Huskies. Just dog water teams. Just fucking awful at everything. But the Old Abes were pretty good.
Of course, the Rhinelander Hodags.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big one. The Hodags. Yeah. All right. Well, you're free to leave.
When you first asked me about this and you said high school nicknames, I thought you meant for kids. And I'm like, how am I possible? Spud and sport? Like what? I don't know what'd you say? Patch?
Flash?
Yeah. I'm like, what the kind of topic is that? This is much better. I was pleasantly surprised.
Ace would be a good one.
Did you ever have a nickname?
Fucking loser. No, I didn't. I mean, not like one of those. Not like a good one.
No.
Well, nicknames are just you play of your name. Winks.
People called you Winks. I mean, I called you Winks, but that's because I thought you hated it. That's the only reason I did it.
Well, that's why I was Winks Thinks.
Bart Winkler's show takes up too much space in a tweet. It starts to push lines of text to the next. I don't like it. But it's probably more, whatever.
I'd love to just be Bart Winkler, but I can't.
Is there a Bart Winkler?
Someone's got it. They've tweeted one time, longitude and latitude, or maybe 3 times.
It's been 2 posts. That's it. One's a reply.
It's been inactive for a long time. But again, I want to get off the platform.
Don't. You have such a nice following. That's such a good resource. Do you have like 20,000 followers? How many followers do you have?
I don't know off the top of my head. 14.6.
I'm gonna say I don't believe that for a goddamn second. Well, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna continue my day. I'll let you go because I'm sure you have listeners that want to jump on and join you. I'm gonna go get some lunch. It's the damnedest thing. I was driving around Fitchburg this morning on my way into work, and you'd never know that there's a huge event going on just an hour and 15 minutes away in Milwaukee. The damnedest thing. So hopefully, I wanted to tweet that, but I like Dan. I like Dan. Just some of the convention tweets have been bothering me. And also, Dorsey is good. So for all of Bart's Milwaukee listeners, I don't know why we all got hot and bothered that people went to Dorsey and shared it online, but I don't know.
I don't know how this was ever gonna. You can't get out. Like, you can't get out.
LaCroix Butler's tweet about it. He lives downtown somewhere, I think. He can't go. He can't go anywhere. He's stuck down there.
Yeah, like, you can't get in if you, like, let's say I want to go to Uncle Buck's tonight. I can't get in. But if you're down there, you can't get out. So, you see that video of Major Goolsby's?
I did. What? No. What about it?
The guy was, like, trying to get people in to the restaurant. Can I show you and then you can dip?
Yeah. I'd actually like to see it. This is an event. The coverage of this event has interested me more than anything else. Because it seems like there was this expectation of what the RNC was going to bring to Milwaukee, and people seem like it hasn't gone the way that folks thought it was going to go.
Well, I mean, I would still advocate that anytime you get an event here, there is long-term payoff. But I think that's like the radio guy in me, where how many times have I done different remotes where I would go to like a Verizon store and I'd be there from 11 to 1 and they'd say, "You're on the radio. You just said it. Where's everybody coming in?"
Mm-hmm.
Like you just said, 50 to 11. It's 11:10. Where are people?
Yeah.
And so what I would say is, look, we are blasting on the radio for 3 hours. Verizon.
Building awareness.
There is a chance that no one comes during this time. Okay. This isn't radio in the 70s. I can't go to a car wash and get 500 people. But it does, like, radio advertising works. It's so effective. Radio gets results. But sometimes people need to understand that there's not like, hey, come on down. Like, I have to get there. Maybe I can't today. So that's why if you do a remote, to advertise the remote in advance is smart also.
Always.
All right, here is the video of the guy outside of Major Goolsby's. I hope I can do this and don't need a check mark. I think I can. You see it?
Yep.
Republicans go left, Democrats go straight. Service until midnight. Come on in, folks. Bar and restaurant open. We're open right over here. We all listen to JD. Support local businesses. Take a left, come into Goldfield. Democrats go straight, Republicans go left. Come right through the door, guys. If you keep walking, you're a Democrat. Yes. Take a left through the gate. Come on in.
That actually rules.
So he's left to get these people, like, Bears fans go that way, Packers fans come on in. That's what he's.
If you're a lib, keep walking straight. It's pretty good. So, I guess I don't know. Like, is the convention like a big eating drinking fest? I feel like they got things going on. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. They got official party business to conduct. Can they be out drinking until 1 a.m.? I don't know.
All I know is Pato's open until 4 tonight. I might go over there after the show.
All I know is that Radio Row didn't stop me and Horvat. We worked hard and partied hard. We were out until the wee hours. Although Las Vegas doesn't need the business. Maybe if they ever do the Super Bowl in Milwaukee, Horvat and I can make it happen. Anywho.
Well, good to see you. Thank you for your time.
Good to see you too. The high school game was fun. I thought that was going to be a dud, but I didn't understand the game coming in. That was, what I like. That was good content. Have a great rest of your show, Bart. Thank you.
If you want the link, maybe you could do it with Bill.
The mascot things? Dude, I had a good segment today. I gave him a bunch of either ors for MVP picks, first coach fired, comeback player of the year. Here's an interesting one. The odds are the exact same, Deshaun Watson or Kyler Murray for comeback player of the year. Which one would you pick? I thought that one was interesting.
Deshaun.
Also, but who's going to vote for that guy? He's a...
Good point.
Anyways, I'll put it on the back burner, though, for another day, maybe, possibly. Thank you, Bart.
All right. Thank you. Grant Bills joining us as I'm streaming on YouTube, and you can catch the podcast, obviously, wherever you get your pods. I gotta get verified if I want this on Twitter. Okay. Q found me somehow. That's nice. What's up, Q?
Man, I think Grant might have massaged those numbers for the odds for that.
Oh boy, that is rough. That is rough.
No, I appreciate the RNC topic, and like I'm glad you're optimistic long term. I guess I'm thankful that it hasn't been a nightmare downtown, but this has been such a letdown for the local economy. I feel bad for any businesses that like booked live bands or got extra staff for the week, because it's just been a complete dud. I don't know if you saw, I retweeted a quote from earlier, but they basically told attendees not to go outside of the security zone, which is the exact opposite of what they were claiming before, when they were trying to get the city to fork over all the costs for this event. So, and this isn't a political statement. Like, I think it's just kind of disappointing that there's been little to no economic impact immediately. If anything, there's going to be a lull this week. So,
well, yeah, I think a lot of people left town too, or the businesses down there, they gave remote work. Yeah, no, I think again, if you're planning an event of any kind, they basically, it's a separate part of the city. It's not accessible to people to come in, which I understand, but also then people don't want to come out. If you put walls between something, people aren't going to be like, oh, I want to scoot around 5 walls to go to that beer garden. They're just going to be like, I'm just going to get on the bus and go home.
Well, I guess then they could have said that beforehand, that, hey, don't go around telling the city how huge this is going to be. And they had town hall after town hall trying to convince business owners to like invest in this week and bring on additional people to help out. And I don't know. I think it's sad. So I'm going to make a point to go out to dinner tonight just to try and support local businesses. But that's
the next Winklerverse event. We have a pub crawl at all the bars that thought they were going to have more business.
I think that'd be great, because this has been like a little. It's
been like COVID. Get me to get some booze in my system. It's not about supporting anybody. It's about getting my drink on as a 40-year-old.
Also, that's an amazing hat, Bart. I got to get one of those. Thanks.
It's the Wisconsin license plate logo. I saw a guy wearing it at my kid's soccer, and I just went online and bought it. It's one of those, if you know, you know. Do you have any thoughts on Gary Trent? Obviously, it has to be good.
I think it's a huge signing. I think it made the Prince and Wright signings like 2x impact, because now they're not potential starters. They're going to be bench players, and I'm really excited to see what happens with all these workouts that they've been having with vets. It seems like we're not done tinkering, so maybe they got a trade left in the tank to free up a roster spot. But I don't know. I think this front office proved a lot of doubters wrong, and I think people just need to have a little more patience, especially when we made such a big move last year. So, and then the summer league has been a bit of a letdown. Not as big as the RNC in Milwaukee, but we'll see what comes from that. So,
well, people are digging AJ Johnson,
and then Chris Livingston.
It is hard to watch those games. I mean, I appreciate the fandom, and it's hard.
I thought it was fun they brought Doc in, and he's got his gray goatee, showing his age a little bit. So trying to distinguish himself from Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we got to find either a backup point guard or some more height. And I don't know if Christian.
Isn't the roster full?
It is, but they're doing these workouts, so they seem to be like they're going to bring somebody in for camp, and we'll see what happens. There's 20 motorcycle cops on the highway heading towards the city. That's great. Tax dollars at work. All right, I should get off the phone since I'm driving.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys.
All right, see ya. That's Q on QAnon. That's our new segment. We're brought to you by Happy Place Hemp. HappyPlaceHemp.com. The promo code is BART, 25% off every order. These are interesting times that we live in. I will not be shy that I am hyper invested into the news. Too much. I just got to stop looking at it. I was talking last night on the Infinity Sports Network that the anxiety pills that I haven't taken for a year for no reason, we're back on those. And when I need to really relax, the gummies. THC, CBD, CBN, those help me sleep. Those have always been effective. And the seltzers you can try as well. Check them out. Browse the website. Or you can go into the store in Muskego. They'll tell you about the products. They make them right there. It is Happy Place Hemp. And the website is happyplacehemp.com. The promo code is BART. Happyplacehemp.com. Promo code is BART for 25% off every order. And a good chunk of the time, I think you got to get the shipping. If you get 3 of the 4 packs of seltzer from last time that we went over that, then you get it free. Otherwise, you can buy the seltzer at Ray's in Tosa or in the store. But then the free shipping on everything else you get. So use the code BART, and you should be good to go. Again, BART. Brewers came out with their 2025 schedule, which is always curious how it gets released in the middle of the season. That's a cut from Deadpool. Can't wait to see that next week. I was watching a scene. The Brewers season next year is going to be interesting in terms of, again, the start to it. So we've still got this season to get to. The odds right now are that they get 88.5 wins, much better than the 77.5 that they were projected at the beginning of the season. Dominic Cotroneo had a good kind of analysis of it. There are a handful of dome stadiums in the league, and on opening day, Arizona plays at home. Houston plays at home. Miami plays at home. Seattle plays at home. Tampa plays at home. Texas plays at home. Toronto plays at home. There's been a complaint that a lot of games get rained out early, and there are dome stadiums. There are southern locations to maybe take advantage in warmer locations. But the Brewers are in New York again. So instead of the Mets, it's going to be the Yankees. That's exciting to start the season against the Yankees at Yankee Stadium, but it's not exciting to do it in March. That's not that exciting. I have the schedule in front of me. I will show you on the Dan Schani YouTube stream what the problem is. For some reason, I can't look at it. The screen is all messed up. If I show you the schedule, I don't know what is going on here. It's like it's not complete. What the hell? I need to see the Brewers schedule. I guess people have tweeted it. So what's the first thing you look at when you check for the Brewers schedule? First thing you're going to look at is where do they start? Who do they finish against? And in this case, it'll be the Reds at home. And I look because we're all obsessed. When do the Cubs come to town? The Cubs will come to town in the beginning of May. And then the Cubs will come here at the end of July. So, again, just a couple of times with the abbreviated NL Central schedules. I also look at Memorial Day. Brewers are at home against Boston. I look at the 4th. They are on the road in Miami. And I look at Labor Day, and they are at home against Philly. So 2 of the 3 holidays they got. I haven't looked if every team plays on all those days. Baseball does a poor job of that. I think baseball just prints out one schedule and says, we're good with it. Because, I mean, again, the Brewers, you try to find a way to have the first weekend series. March 27th, what's the weather going to be like in New York? They are at home on my birthday for the first time in like 10 years. So it's a Monday. I may have to go to that. I may have to go to that. Denny says chicken wings in bathroom. Yep, I once ate chicken wings in a bathroom. So I'm glad that that lives on to this to this day. I got a voicemail on the Carl's Place voicemail line from Vincent in Anaheim, 402-915-BART. You can still call me there, 402-915-BART. And I have that to play for you here. Shit. Okay, here we go. All right, Vincent in Anaheim leaving a message.
Hey, what's up, Bart, man? It's Vincent in Anaheim, long time. No left message, you know what I mean? Hey, man, I just want to give a shout out and say what's up. You know, I did boots on the ground when the Brewers came out here in Anaheim and all that. I just wanted to check in. I've been trying to catch up on all of other podcasts and stuff that I listen to. So I'm barely going to be starting on March of this year, your national show, and then the Winklerverse.
Wow, March.
So I'm barely going to be hitting those up, man. So as much love to y'all, man. Go Brew Crew, man. And I know you do your thing on the national show, man. You be the phone lines over there get tied up real quick, man. You a popular man, Bart. So do your thing. Shout out to all the people holding it down for the podcast. You know, all the loyal listeners, all the fools that stuck with you from day one and all that, man. But yeah, as Vincent Anaheim wanted to check in. You know, All-Star break is done. Whenever you get this, go Brewers, man. I think they're still going to keep on holding on to that first place, and they might shock the world this year. And go Angels and go Giants, too, my 2 other teams I root for in the MLB, all right? But, man, go Brewers. Shout out to Tim Shea, man. Go Brew Crew. And I just wanted to check in, like I said, man. And that's about it, man. But like I said, I started back up listening to you. You know how I always do. I always want to listen to anything I missed. So I'm starting all the way back in March, all right? So, all right, then, Bart, man, keep doing your thing. Hopefully this doesn't sound all messed up because my reception over here where I work at is not that great. But, man, yo, go Brew Crew, man. I still think, man, I think this might be the year for the Brewers, man. You know, I'll be checking in with Sparky over there. Then, you know, I always call the post-game show with Tim Allen and them, too, even though they're on that funky station over there, you know. All right, then, Bart, keep doing what you're doing. Go Brewers. Go Brew Crew all day. Peace.
Vincent in Anaheim, who, again, listens to every show we put out. He is on March. It is July 18th. So, Bucks are still playing in his mind. That's good. Got some NFL draft preview to look forward to, Vincent. You could just skip to today. I mean, you're probably good. Into the Winklerverse. So if Jordan Love does sign, you know, in the near future, pop on here again, talk to you guys. Otherwise, we'll crank out some more episodes soon. I am on the Infinity Sports Network, weeknights Central, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Thursday, July 18th, through the Bartometer and Listener Appreciation Week continues. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Be sure to like and subscribe. As always, thanks for coming into the Winklerverse.